when everything feels like a struggle with your child, where it feels like you're always like you say one thing and your child says the opposite, and it's just always like that, and you're like constantly in power struggles. And it's very easy. Very often people say things like, this is just his way of testing limits. They are trying to push my buttons. They are trying to see how far I let them go, or maybe you're like, my child's just very defiant, or very like, sometimes even, or very stubborn, right? Sometimes people say that also. And sometimes also people think it's like lack of discipline. I'm not being strong, strict enough with you. And that's why when you say something like, it's time to put on your shoes, and your child says, I don't want to put on my shoes, then when you are having all this mindset of like, my child is doing this to defy me, my child is doing this because they think they can get away with it, they think that they can push me over. When you come from that mindset, your whole body, what they want is then to get your way, punish harder, to teach them discipline. And by discipline, again, it's punishments, right? Because that's what we grew up with. Discipline equals punishments. When in fact, actually, discipline means teaching skills, right? So very often these struggles, they are not because your child is like, a kid who's very defiant and is very stubborn. Of course, personality also has a very big contribution on how your child behaves. But especially in this age group 3 to 6, this is a time when children are really asserting their independence. So when your child is constantly in a power struggle with you, it means that they don't feel like they have age-appropriate power. They are constantly being told what to do. They are constantly feeling that they are forced to do things that they don't want to do, and so they rebel. This does not mean that you are going to allow them to do whatever they want. Not at all. That would be permissive parenting. What you need to do is to teach them, how to have this power, to give them this age-appropriate power, right? Things that they can do and things that they can. Very often, the way you solve a fight is not by fighting harder. It's by reaching a compromise and by finding a way that you can both cooperate and getting your child to, instead of fighting you, actually help you. If you want me to show you how to do this step by step, let me know. Write plan below, check out the link in my bio.